Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Omega Metroid podcast from OmegaMetroid.com. My name is Andy Spiteri, with two guests today. On my right is my man Doom Crossing. On my left is Daniel. Hoctor.
Hoctor.
I was originally behind the scenes. I was like, "How do you pronounce your last name again, Daniel?" And he said Hoctor rhymes with doctor, and I literally almost just said Daniel Doctor. I had to stop the words from flowing out of my mouth. Oh my god, this is what this kind of show is going to be today. But how are you, gentlemen?
That's been good. Last week we just had a ton of power outages from the storms of California, but that is thankfully all subsided now. We're just raining now, so we certainly don't mind that in California.
Matt, you mentioned that, Doom. Over here, we're doing good. Kicking off the new year. I can't believe we're halfway through January now. Honestly, I can't believe it, but just having a good time playing some fun games lately, and that's about it.
Well, I'm glad to hear that. Man, you threw a softball, and I'm going to knock it out of the park. We're going to play a fun game on this show today because we have the return, after a long sabbatical, of Guess That Metroid Character. We decided 12 questions, but we might jig that up as we go along here. So we did this once before on the podcast, and we had a good time. And this is kind of a regular show that we do on the Zelda podcast, and it's always kind of a rip-roaring time. I pulled a huge shenanigan. I picked a character from an inspired by Zelda game in Allison. I think if she could have reached through the camera to strangle me, she would have. So we had a really good time with that, and we're going to bring that game back today. So everybody that's listening, encourage you to play along. Scream at us if we get to a character that you think that we should have got much, much earlier, which is definitely going to happen. And we're going to have a good time. Not really a whole lot going on in the world of Metroid, so we're just going to get started. But I do want to throw out there really quick to all of our listeners. Next week, we're going to be doing a Q&A episode, but the Q&A episode is going to be centered around Super Metroid. So, if you have a question for us, we'll have a tweet that will get sent out. You could ask us in Discord, but if you have a question about Super Metroid, anything at all, you can ask us, and we're going to be doing that next week on the show. One of my favorite games of all time, so I'm really looking forward to that. And then we'll start to get into the game-specific Q&A in the weeks and years to come. So, that being said, should we go over the rules of engagement here, gentlemen, for this game?
It's been a while for the listeners. So.
Okay, so this is the score. This is the deal. We're gonna play Guess That Metroid Character in 12 questions, and we're going to use the term character somewhat loosely, okay? Because Metroid doesn't have the same eclectic cast of characters that the Zelda series does. So we're including actual characters, of course, but bosses, recognizable enemies, anything that has a name that you as a Metroid fan might recognize and point to and say hey, I remember that from this game. So random enemies we're not going to pick Geemer, we're not going to pick Ripper. Those enemies are off the table, but if it's a recognizable enemy or a boss or just a regular Metroid character, those guys are very much on the table. So we have 12 questions, yes or no questions, to deduce the identity of this character. So I think that covers it all. Hey?
All right.
All right. Are you gentlemen ready?
Oh yeah.
Born ready.
Okay, so I'm going to go first. So we'll kind of do the triangle thing here. I'm going to go first. I have a character in mind, and this is an easy one, I think, just to kind of get the juices flowing and get the ice broken a little bit. So, you guys have 12 yes or no questions.
So is that split between 6 each?
However you guys want to do it. Typically, one person will ask one, next person ask another, but you guys could also collaborate and think of the questions that you want to ask beforehand. So
seems good.
We'll kind of figure it out as we go. So there we go. I've got the character, you've got the questions. Let's hit it.
Well, Doom, I think we should at least try to narrow in the game, right?
Yeah, well, that's usually what I try to do first. I usually ask if it's
what do you think about a 2D or 3D type thing, right?
Yeah, I usually do that, or I'll ask if it's more than one title, if it's a singular title, is it a prime game, et cetera, et cetera.
All right. Andy, is it a 2D? Is your character in a 2D Metroid title?
Yes.
It is.
One down.
One.
I think this will be easy.
Okay. Andy, how many games does this character appear in?
That is not a yes or no question.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Try again.
Does your character appear in multiple Metroid games? There we go. Have to work my way back into it.
No.
Okay, so solo entry.
So can I?
One
One
2D
thing
game.
I'm curious. To be clarify, when you say is Ness in Zero Mission considered separate games?
No, let's lump those together. Like, I think it would be unfair of me to say, like, well, I guess that's all the characters in those games appear in multiple games. But for example, if Ridley only appeared in that game, it would be unfair of me to say, like, he appears in multiple games. And we could say the same thing for Samus Returns and what the heck's that game called? Metroid 2.
So he
I'm on a
appears in
roll
multiple
today.
2D games. You said so. We're at 2 questions, right?
Yeah. So is it a 2D game and only appeared in one title?
Is this character a boss?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Does this character appear in Metroid Fusion?
Yes.
Okay.
Very good.
Oh,
Very good guess.
I thought it was something else for a second there. Now you got me, huh? And it's in. Hey. You know what? I'm just gonna take one of mine. Is it Arachnus?
No, because Arachnus appears in multiple games.
Oh, right. You said it's one game. Oh, shoot.
Okay, so let's go over who it absolutely cannot be. So obviously not Arachnus. Can't be Nightmare because they also appear in Other M.
Correct.
It's obviously not Ridley.
Yep.
So what do we get? It's not the Omega Metroid. Shout out to the best podcast, #1 Metroid podcast ever.
Hey-o.
So here's something I will clarify. Would the SAX count? Because technically it does appear in the prologue cutscene of Metroid Dread, even though it's not really a part of the game. Would that count?
I said no. That's why when you asked, I was just kind of like, no, only one game.
Okay. So SAX on the table.
Yes.
Let's see. We got Giant Core X. That's on the table. Zazabi, the enemy that gives you the high jump boots. That's on the table.
Later.
Security Robot Box.
Yakuza. Notori.
Yeah, Yakuza's on there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why am I
Notori.
helping you guys?
There's Elven Bird and Scientist.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Are those gonna be counted as separate bosses or the same ones?
I would consider them separate.
Separate. Okay.
Yeah.
So that's 7. We got 7 so far. I think we got some good.
I think you're good because you've only burned 5 questions, so you literally have 7 questions left. So.
All right. Cool. Is it Saris?
No. And you know what? So I tell me what you guys think of it. Well, I don't know, because I was thinking to myself, like, because I am such a big AM2R fan, I was thinking of picking some characters from that game, but it's kind of tough, because, like, Saris would be a boss that does appear in that game, but officially doesn't appear in, you know what I mean? So I just wanted to throw that out there. I do not have any AM2R people or anything like that, although I was thinking of it. I
didn't include AM2R either. But I got a good question. I think we can knock 2 off with one question here. Does this boss give you a beam upgrade when you defeat it?
Good question. No.
So it's not. Oh.
Yes.
Oh, so it's either Elephant Bird, Scientist, or is there a third one?
Could be SAX. Because SAX gives you the ice beam as well as the
plasma.
Is it?
Plasma.
Hold on. You know what? Is it? Because he stuttered there.
the,
It's SAX, isn't it? It's totally SAX.
It's the SAX.
Yeah, I know.
I was thinking Notori for a second there because you get
a nice, plasma. Easy one to get us started with the SAX. So yeah, I had to think there because I was like, wait, what do you get from the SAX? And technically, you get the ice beam. So yes, yep, you got it. Okay, so 7 questions. Not too bad. Not too bad. Who wants to go next?
I'll go next. Again, we'll start off with a real easy one.
Okay. Well, I think, Daniel, we should kind of stick to that question because I think that's a good question to ask. Does this character appear in a 2D Metroid game?
Yes.
All right, so we're still in 2D land here.
And I think we should follow up with multiple appearances.
Yeah,
I think
all right.
those two
Yeah, I'm
questions
with
are
you
like
on
the
that.
standard I think that we're going to use.
Yeah, I'm with you on that. So yeah, Doom, does it appear in multiple 2D Metroid titles?
No.
Oh, that makes it easier.
Okay.
Like I said, we're starting off nice and easy.
Here's a question that I think we could eliminate a few games with. Well, actually, maybe not. I was going to ask if it appeared on a portable console, but if it does, the technically Switch is portable, so you'd have. You know what? Let's narrow it down. Does this character appear in a Metroid game that was released on the Game Boy Advance?
No.
Ooh, good question.
Okay.
No. All right.
I guess the character could still. What I should have asked is on a Game Boy, although whatever. Okay,
true.
so we got Super, we got Metroid 2, we've got NES,
Dread.
and Dread.
Yeah.
We could probably
And Samus Returns.
and damn it.
I'm helping you guys out. You guys out.
Yeah, you are.
Gracious.
Okay.
All right. Does is you know what? Is the boss in Metroid Dread?
No.
Or your enemy, I'm sorry, not boss, your enemy. Okay, so just sorry, I figured let's get that one out of the way. I was trying to think of a way to
not in Dread. So what? We still have four games on the table of what it could be. And they're all on different consoles, which is poopy because they're all over the place.
I know that's why I just said Dread.
I think we need to eliminate just some games, unfortunately. And it's probably not Nestroid because there's really only like the classic characters that have all appeared in multiple games, so we could.
It's true.
Probably rule that out, but I don't want to.
Probably could, but you don't know that.
I don't want to do it 100% for sure. Is this character from Super Metroid?
No.
I'm
okay.
Okay, so I think I'm leaning in on something here. Let me see if I can, because I think we're leaning on to Samus Returns, and I have a boss, and I think it's a boss. But
let's confirm the game for sure.
Let's tell you what, is it in Samus Returns?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. It's characters in Samus Returns. So now it doesn't necessarily have to be a boss because it could be the baby Metroid as well.
Well, no, because this only
because it doesn't. You're right, because Baby Metroid appears in multiple games.
There's in multiple games. Again, I'm helping y'all out.
Yeah. Okay, so we know it's not Arachnus. We know it's. Is it the Diggernaut?
That's what I was thinking. Yeah,
it is
nice.
It's a Diggernaut. Yes.
All right. Yeah. Nice. There we go.
Good job.
Okay, Dan the man, you are up, my friend.
All right. We'll tell you what. We'll I've got some.
Should we turn it up a little bit here? Do you think?
We want to go a little higher?
Maybe a little bit of spice?
All right.
I like the spice.
How about... Okay. I got one.
He's got it. Is this character from a 2D Metroid game?
No.
Okay, so the Prime series. There we go.
Well, it could also be Other M.
True.
Does this character appear in the Metroid Prime series?
Yes.
Okay.
Should we narrow it down to the trilogy, or trilogy being Metroid Prime 1, 2, and 3? Because it could be Hunters, could be... Does this character appear in the Metroid Prime trilogy?
Yes.
Okay, so...
That's 3 questions.
So it's not... Because Silex technically does not appear in Metroid Prime 3, just a ship. I mean, you could get really technical and say, I guess he does, but...
Does this character appear in multiple games?
No.
Okay. So it's either 1, 2, or 3.
The law of averages would probably suggest that this is from Corruption, because Corruption has the most characters, so let's just swing for it. Is this character from Metroid Prime 3 Corruption?
Yes.
Okay.
All right.
So we've got the 3 hunters, we've got Admiral Dane, we've got a couple bosses.
Admiral Dane. You gotta say his name.
Sorry. Right. Should we narrow down if this character is a boss, maybe, or?
Well, because Well,
I
that's
guess
not really gonna. We have to word the question
Yeah.
correctly.
yeah.
Here's what I'll ask. Does this character serve more functionality than just as a boss? Like, are they also an NPC or just a boss battle? Actually,
That's
that's
not
not
a
really a
yes or no
yes or no
question.
question.
Hold on. No. Let me give you your question that you're looking for. Is this character corrupted by Phazon?
Yes.
I think that's what you're looking for.
Okay, there we go.
And that is 6 questions.
Okay, so we're halfway there. So
Living on a prayer.
it's one of the 3, right? Like there's no. I guess technically it could be the.
Could also be Samus.
It could be the Aurora unit as well.
Well, actually, no, it can't be Samus because she appears in multiple games. So
True. Yes, true. It can't be Dark Samus, obviously, for the same reason.
mm-hmm.
Something's telling me it might be the Aurora unit. I don't know why.
Let's just narrow it down and see if it's the hunters first.
Yeah.
Is it one of the 3 bounty hunters?
It is not.
Okay, there we go. We sweeped them all off the table. So,
is this character Aurora unit 313?
Yes, it is.
Yes.
there we go.
Yes.
You got it.
Teamwork.
Okay. Okay. So I'm feeling pretty good. I think we got a little bit of that was a little bit of a spice to that one. So let's keep it going here. I have a character, and I'll tell you what. We've had 7 or 8 questions each to determine the character. I think that maybe we need to activate fusion difficulty and go 10 questions if we're all sticking within that parameter. So I've got a character. Let's hit it.
Just curious, at what point do we hit dread mode and do one?
I was about to say one question.
Yeah, if you get one answer right, you got like 3 questions. All right, let's go.
Oh, you got it.
I got the character.
All right,
yeah,
I'll kick it out.
Yeah.
Is it a 2D? Is it in a 2D title?
Yes.
2D game. All right.
Do they appear in the Prime series?
No. I just said it was a 2D title.
Well, you didn't say if it was. You said if they appeared in a 2D title. You didn't say if they only appeared in the 2D game.
That's fair. Yeah, that's fair.
Man, I got to be more careful.
Yes.
You got to be specific.
Oh, man.
Because I'll get you. I'll do it.
Yeah.
Okay, 2 questions down.
Is it a boss?
Yes.
The boss. Just curious.
Yes, it is. 3 questions.
Do they appear in Metroid Other M?
No, they do not.
Okay. 2D games exclusively.
Yeah.
Gotcha. And they
All
are
right.
a boss.
Does the character take place in a game on Zebes?
Yes.
So it's Super or Zero, or Nestroid. But I think we're lumping those together, right?
Well, so there are some characters that only appear in Zero Mission, and also the same for Samus Returns, obviously. I don't think that, you can almost eliminate Nestroid immediately if you ask if the characters appear in more than one game, because unless I am not thinking, I can't think of any other characters from that game that don't,
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, I don't think an NES Troid has any exclusive characters that don't appear in Zero Mission. I don't think
so. No.
No, you're right.
Well, that's good info. Okay, you guys have 5. You've burned through 5 questions. 7 left.
Do they appear in multiple titles?
No.
Okay, so it's either Super or Zero Mission.
Well, yeah, we were there because we're on Zebes. Right?
Yeah, but we know it's not multiple titles though, so it's not both. It's either one or the other.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah.
So, for example, it would have to be, if we're doing Super Metroid, it would have to be Dragon, for example. Or if we were doing Zero Mission, it would have to be the Charge Beam Beats. Some exclusive monster from either of those games.
Okay. Well, tell you what. Is your character in Super Metroid?
Yes.
All right.
Yes.
There we go.
Okay, so you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 questions left. Are you guys feeling good?
Before Before we start asking more questions, Daniel, let's try to clear the board. Let's see what we got on the table for possibilities.
Good strategy. Yep.
Yeah. So
Crocomire.
we got Fantoon, we got Dragon,
Hot.
Crocomire. No, not Fantoon, because Fantoon appears in another
Yes.
M.
Yes.
So.
True. That's true.
We got Torizo and Golden Torizo. Andy's pulled that before, so I wouldn't put it past him to do that again.
I'd do it
so.
again. Don't worry. Don't you worry about that.
Yeah, so that's 4 at least. Botswoon, that's 5.
Oh, what's that? No, that because that appears multiple. Never mind. No, I wouldn't. No, never mind. I was thinking that.
You know,
worm
actually,
thing.
I have a good one. We can ask if this boss. Well, technically, none of the boss gives you upgrades. Technically, the upgrades are usually hidden behind a door. But like, I'm going to count that as the same thing. Does this boss that you fight, is there an upgrade that you acquire in the next room?
No.
Okay, so it's one of so it has to be.
Well, it technically could still be Torizo because that's in the same room.
Well,
The original Torizo.
I count that to next room.
All right,
next
never
room,
mind.
same room.
So Doom, I'm thinking it's Crocomire. That's my. I don't know.
I'm thinking Crocomire or Botwoon.
Is it Crocomire?
No.
All right. Well,
Is it Botwoon?
Yes, it is Botwoon.
Nice.
10 questions. So not too bad. You had 2 questions left to burn. That was pretty good. I had to think. I'm like, do you get anything after Botwoon? I don't think you do.
That's specifically why I asked it. I'm like,
Yeah.
a couple of bosses you don't, and that's going to really help us out here.
Yeah, that was a good question. You burned one question on asking if it appears in more than one game after it was on Zebus, but you recovered with that one.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
I probably should have just asked Super Zero, and because that would have been better. But whatever, we made it work.
You got it. You did it. You had 2 questions left to burn. Let's keep on rocking. Okay, who's up next? Who's got a good one?
It's you, right?
I believe I'm up next. If we're going in the same order.
Yeah, let's do it. Okay.
Okay. All right. I got my character selected.
Let's do it.
Let's see what happens.
You want to kick us off?
Sure. All right. Is it in a 2D Metroid title?
No.
Okay. Does this character appear in the Metroid Prime trilogy?
Yes.
Okay. So, just really quickly, there's no characters that appear in that trilogy that appear in any other games, right?
They only
The
appear
big
in the
ones
Metroid Prime
that are
trilogy.
more just the big
Okay.
ones, like Dark Samus and Samus.
Yeah,
Okay.
they only appear in the Metroid Prime trilogy. No other M. No. Prime
No
spin-offs,
shenanigans
3D
like that. Okay. Should we just try and nail down the game?
Yeah, I would think, right? I tell you what, is it in Metroid Prime 1?
Yes.
Ooh,
Okay.
Nice.
Okay, so who do we
how
have?
many questions is that? I
We're at 3. We're doing good. So characters.
Yeah, you guys got this.
Characters in Metroid Prime 1. So it must be some sort of boss. I guess we didn't specifically nail down if it only appears in Metroid Prime 1, but I have to imagine so.
It's not in the 2Ds at least, so
the only character that would cross that boundary would be Dark Samus.
yeah, that'd only be Dark Samus. Yep.
Should we just ask, just so that we don't get down the wrong path?
Go for it.
Does this character appear in more than one Metroid title?
Can you ask the question again?
Does this character appear in more than one Metroid title? So does he appear in any other games other than the first Metroid Prime is basically what I'm asking.
Yes.
Yeah, okay. So I have some observations. I was going to say it's definitely not a boss because he would have known that for sure. So it's got to be an enemy. So who appears?
See, I was thinking along the lines of like a Shiga type thing because that's don't those appear in more than one? The Shigas, which is also a boss.
I don't like they're repurposed in I think Corruption. as like those
How can we-
golems, but they're not.
Can we narrow this down?
Yeah. Okay. A character that
Doom,
appears.
is your character a boss?
Yes.
Okay.
It's a
So
boss.
it's not a random enemy.
Okay. Well, who appears as a
Maybe-
boss in Metroid Prime 1 that appears in...
Maybe you were right with Dark Samus.
Maybe I was. Like, this... I feel like that's too easy, though. Like... What? How many questions are we at? We're at 5? Is that right?
Yeah, you're at 5.
Unless I'm missing something, there's Dark Samus, there's Ridley, who I think we could rule Ridley out because...
Not in the 2Ds, yeah.
The 2D, 3D question doesn't really apply to Ridley.
It's in Metroid Prime.
Is it Dark
oh,
Samus?
goodness.
Let's just rule it out.
It's not Dark Samus.
It's
Okay.
not Dark Samus. All right. So tell you what. So here, it obviously can't be Thardus.
No.
It can't be the
Flagra.
elite pirate.
No.
It can't be. What'd you say?
Flagra's out. The
Yep,
Incinerator Drone
Flagra.
is out.
And the Hive.
Thardus is out.
I'm thinking Sheegoth, if that's repurposed in corruption.
Do the Sheegoths appear?
It-
Well, I
I
thought they
don't
were
know.
like a golem creature, like the same kind of model, but not. It's not the Omega Pirate. Unless
No, it
he's
can't-
unless he's really pulling a fast one and talking like that suit, which I don't think.
Oh,
I don't
wait
think
a second. Hold on. Unless, what about Metroid Prime? Technically, Metroid Prime is...
So. Yeah, but that character is Dark Samus. Like I feel like they're one of the.
True.
Would you this?
I would count them the same. Yeah.
Okay.
I would count
Okay.
them the same.
I was gonna say don't charge me for that question, but okay. Who the hell else appears in Metroid Prime 1 that it can't be? Did the Parasite Queen show back up? I don't think so. Right?
Bladed Beetle? Oh, wait. What about those drones?
The Incinerator Drone? I
No.
don't think so.
No.
Okay, we're in a little bit of a sticky situation here.
You guys got to think outside the box for this one.
Okay, outside the box. So it's a boss.
That's your only hint I'm giving. Don't take that too literally. Just
I
be
have
a little
an,
more creative.
I have an idea.
Go for it.
This would be some BS if this was... Is this character a Chozo ghost?
No.
Okay.
All right. That's a
Okay.
good try.
Don't
Good
get
try.
me wrong. I am absolutely
Um,
pulling some BS on you, but you haven't sniffed it out yet.
It's
Hold on. I know who it is. I know exactly who it is. Doomnal.
Uh-huh.
This character's Meta Ridley, isn't it?
It's not Meta Ridley.
What? What?
Oh.
What other boss could there possibly be?
that.
Oh no!
I'm not
right.
gonna lie. I thought you guys would get this sooner. This is
Huh.
What are we
So-
missing?
Yeah, I'm trying to think of the bosses. I'm trying to think of the bosses, and we just did the boss ranking too.
Okay, so
Um,
let's review what we know. So this character is a boss in Metroid Prime 1. Did we confirm that?
Right.
yes.
Well,
they are,
I asked if it was a boss. I confirmed a boss early on. Yeah.
But did
Oh,
we
wait, that's
did we
different. Yeah,
confirm that it was a boss in Metroid Prime 1 and not for Metroid Prime 3? Not that there's any Metroid Prime 3 characters in Metroid Prime 1, but I'm struggling here to think of who or what or why.
You know, wait. What about we say Prime 3? What about Federation Force? Is there a crossover to Federation Force that
No,
we're
because
missing?
it was from the Metroid Prime trilogy. We specified that.
Oh, we did say trilogy. Okay.
We did say that.
I said they appeared in the Metroid Prime trilogy,
Oh my god.
and that they don't appear in the 2D games. That's specifically what I said.
That's Hunters and Federation Force technically.
But
still.
they are a boss in Metroid Prime 1. We can confirm that?
Yes, they are a boss battle. You fight them. You take away their health bar.
Who the hell else? Hold on.
Yeah. What are?
Let me just review the
Metroid-
facts here, because I think I might be onto your BS, actually. So this is a boss character from Metroid Prime that appears in another Metroid Prime game that may or may not be a spin-off designed around a popular pinball game. Is that... There it is. Okay, so who appears...
I'm gonna have to say yes to that.
No, I'm not. I'm just thinking out loud. So who appears as a boss in that game, or who appears at all? So there is Omega Pirate, probably him. Ridley appears, so we can rule out Ridley. There's no boss in... Is there a boss in the Talon Overworld stage? No, there's not. Shoot, we just did this episode too. I bet you it's the Omega Pirate. I think it's the Omega Pirate.
How many questions we got left?
You got 4, I believe.
We got 4. Is it the Omega Pirate?
It's the Omega Pirate.
Oh, you rascal! You rascal!
Threw ourselves off.
Know your audience. That's what I should have. You gotta know the person picking. I should have known there was gonna be some pinball shenanigans. Wow. Okay, that was a good pick though. I gotta give it to you. You almost had us.
Yeah.
We were scarily down the wrong track there for a second.
I was like, I don't want to give you too many hints, but I'm like, you guys are so way off. I feel like I have to I have to nudge you a little bit in the right direction at least.
Oh boy, that would have been
save.
Okay, Daniel, you ready?
All right. Yeah. So tell you what. How about let's
Is it time to turn it up even more?
I'm gonna tell you what. I'm gonna do one more. Whatever. I'm gonna save my really 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 hard one.
Okay.
For next, unless you want it now.
Save it for next, because we're burning through these at a pretty decent clip.
All right, I got it.
Okay. Does this character appear in a 2D Metroid game?
Yes.
Okay.
Does this character only appear in 2D Metroid games?
Yes.
Okay.
I feel like this is burning a question, but does this character appear in more than one game?
No.
Okay. You know what would be a good question, Doom, is does this character appear in a game that was originally released for the Game Boy family of portable consoles?
Actually, I'm going to go in a different direction. Did this character appear in a game developed by Mercury Steam?
Yes.
Okay. Good question.
Good question.
That was a good question. Should we just narrow it down? Does this character appear in Metroid Dread?
Yes.
Okay.
All right, there we go.
You're at 5.
So we're at 5. Are there any... I guess it's probably a boss, but it could also be Quiet Robe. It could be Adam, like the real Adam, but he only appears in more than one game. Should we try and narrow it? Like, it's probably a boss, I have to imagine, but should we? What do you think?
I mean, let's just ask it. Is this character a boss battle?
Yes, it is.
Okay, there we go.
Okay,
there it is.
And Dread doesn't reuse any boss battle except for Kraid. But I don't think it's Kraid. That would be way too easy.
Well, no, because we asked if this character appeared. Did we ask if this character appeared? It's not gonna be Kraid. If it is Kraid, we're in big trouble. It's probably probably not Ravenbeak either, because I feel like that would be a little bit obvious. And he technically appeared in Samus Returns. Technically.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Law of averages. Where do you fight the most bosses in this game? You fight Kraid, and we should.
You want to just list off the bosses real quick? See what we got.
Well, I was gonna say, I wonder. I wouldn't personally consider the Emmys a boss fight, but obviously he's not going to tell us without us asking.
Yeah.
Okay, so we've got Corpius in Arteria. We've got Kraid. We've got
Kraid and Experiment are in the second area.
Yeah, so they're in Kataris, and I think there's another boss there too. There is Golzuna. There is Dragaiga. Who else? There is you think I would know
SQ
this?
in the
SQ, yeah. In Ferenia. Man, Should we try and just narrow it down to area, I guess? Well, I guess, you know what we should also do is make sure it's not one of those stupid Chozo soldiers either. Let's just ask that. Yeah. Is this character a Chozo soldier?
It is not.
Okay, excellent. So then by my count, we've got 1, 2, including Kraid, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, I want to say.
We got Ravenbeak, Kraid, Orpheus, SQ, Experiment, Gilzuna, Drogiga. That's 7.
I mean, we could just
and the robot Chozo soldiers either, if we want to count those two.
Well, no,
we only did the regular ones.
We just asked if it was a Chozo soldier. I feel like robot Chozo soldier, like that's like you know.
I would include those the same. Those would I would say would be the same.
Okay, so 7 on the board. Possibly Emmys. He's not going to tell us whether or not he's counting that as a boss, though. So
I mean, you don't really technically ever fight the Emmys. Okay, so we know that you fight. So you fight.
Wait, you saying you don't fight the Emmys?
Not really. I mean, like, not in the sense that like they have a bar that you need to lower. Well, should we just make sure? Is this character an Emmy?
Suckers! Nope.
Damn it!
I knew he was gonna pull that.
We got lured right. We got baited so hard right there.
I mean, I'm just saying though. I feel like you fight. I would consider an Emmy a fight though. I would consider that a fight. I mean, you do blast away at it.
Should we ask? Because man, every boss that we got left is a different area, which doesn't help us either. So, and I don't know. I think every boss also gives you a different kind of, like, you can't ask the beam question either because everyone's kind of different.
Yeah, the only area where you fight a boss twice is Cataris with Kraid and Experiment. Otherwise, they're all over the place in unique areas. So,
what do we got? We've used 7 questions. We have 12.
I don't know, I feel like we just got to throw the dartboards.
I think so. Yeah, I think so.
Is it SQ?
It is not.
Okay. Is this character Experiment Z57?
Nope.
Okay, 9. Right, 9 questions.
Is it Corpius?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, come on. I was hoping one of those darts would just go astray a little longer.
Yes. We totally did that on the Zelda cast the other day. I had like I knew it was, there were 7 possibilities it could be. I had 6 questions left. Do you think I got it? No. I had completely ran out of questions. The last one I didn't pick. I was so cheesed.
Ooh.
Pulling into that Emmy one though. I mean, it seemed like it was ripe for the tape.
We got baited right there. So
you got baited.
Yeah. Okay. Let me correct myself.
I
got baited.
That's all you.
Sorry. Okay. I actually think this one might be a little bit easy, but here we go. I have a character in mind. Go for it.
I'm gonna throw it for a loop this time. Is it in a 3D title?
No.
So that would include Other M.
I never,
For the sake of our show, Other M is a 3D title. Let's just make a.
Yeah, you either have to say 3D title or Prime if you want to distinguish whether or not to include Other M. That's what I would say.
Yeah, 3D is like obviously everything. Any first person game, and I would include Other M in that as well.
Personally, Daniel, I would rephrase the question to Prime because I personally think that would narrow it down a lot easier if you want to re-ask that.
Yeah.
Oh no, you get no re-asks.
I think we're good. No, I think okay. He lumped that into 3D, so we're in the 2D realm now, right?
We're in the 2D realm, yeah.
So we're okay, and it makes sense. You move in more than one direction with in the other dimension with Other M. But anyways, your question, Doom.
All right, is this a boss character?
No.
It is not a boss character in a 2D game.
I feel like this is gonna be easy.
I mean that really doesn't. That's we got Quiet Robe, we've got Ravenbeak, and turn the cast.
Well,
of
not Ravenbeak, not Ravenbeak.
Yeah, no, not Raven. Definitely not Ravenbeak. That's one hell of a boss.
We got Quiet Robe and Adam. Maybe the animals if they count.
Yeah, the Atacoons. So wait, why not Ravenbeak? Do we?
He's the final boss of Metroid Dread.
Oh right. Oh my. Yes, of course. Hello.
I guess I'll just ask you right off the bat. Is it Adam?
No.
Not Adam. All right.
Does your character teach you a ability intuitively. Like, do you know what I mean?
Rephrase your question.
Does your character teach you how to do something you don't normally know how to do in the game you're playing?
Yes.
So it's one of the creatures, right?
Yeah.
I was thinking, I was like, this is gonna be too easy. I might give you another one right after. All right, finish it off here.
Is it the Edakuns?
Yes.
All right.
It sounded good in my head, but I was just like, is this too easy? Like, there's only so many like non-boss characters you get. Okay, let me give you a better one.
Once you get the bosses out of the way.
Yeah, I'm gonna budge. Let me give you a better one than that, because
right.
I do have a character that I think will be hopefully a little bit tougher. So, go ahead.
Does this character only? No, I'm not gonna ask that. Does this character appear in the Prime titles?
Yes.
Okay.
This one might be easy too. I don't know.
Is this character a boss?
Yes.
Okay.
Does this character only appear in the Metroid Prime trilogy?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Prime trilogy boss.
So they only appear in the Prime trilogy, which rules out any pinball shenanigans.
Yep.
Yeah. I could have swore we asked you that. God.
How about let's that's tough. Is this a mechanical boss?
No.
Okay.
Good question though.
Just want to get,
Yeah, that's creative. Does this character or boss appear in more than one game?
No.
Okay.
You've used 5 questions, gentlemen.
Is this character? Oh, well, hold on. If we've only got 5, Doom. I was thinking of narrowing it down to
you've
like
used
Prime
5,
2.
so you still have 7.
Okay. Oh, so we still okay. Well, so tell you what. Does your character take? Is it in Prime 2?
No.
All right.
Is your character in Prime 3?
Yes.
Okay.
All right. We're back to bosses in Prime 3, huh?
5 questions left here, fellas.
Is your character found in the center of a seed?
No.
All right.
No.
So that eliminates.
So it's not one of the guardians of the Leviathan seeds.
Yeah,
then,
yeah. Yeah, no. It's not. I don't believe. What do you got? What do you got? Give me something. Give me a question here.
Is your character an NPC at any point?
No. I don't like that. I don't like that question.
Exclusively boss fights.
Yeah.
Exclusively boss fights.
You have 3 questions left.
So that also rules out the hunters because they're all NPCs at one point. So we can just scrap them off the table too. So this is a.
What do we have for bosses? Let's rattle off. What are the bosses at this point that are not Leviathan seeds?
So we got I guess they're also doubles regular enemies, but they start off as a mini boss. The Berserker Pirate, we got those.
Oh yeah, yeah, you're right.
They only appear in Prime 3, so we can rule out all the Ridley fights, as well as Dark Samus.
Yep. And we already have, obviously, it's not Aurora 313. Already did that.
Yep. Cross that off the list.
Yep.
There's the Korak Beast. It's not any of the Leviathan Seeds boss, so we can cross them off as well. There's the Defense Drone. There's the Steam Lord, which is technically a mini boss, but I wouldn't put it past Andy to throw mini bosses in there as well. So
you shouldn't.
What's that one with the antennas? You find it?
That's the Defense Drone. Yeah.
Oh,
in
that's the defense
Skytown.
drone. Okay, I was thinking
Yeah,
of the guy I thought you were thinking of the one who resurrects the robots. That one.
yeah, that's the Steam Lord. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Hmm. Well, we
There's
said it's not
also the.
mechanical though. I remember it's not
Yeah,
mechanical. It's
That's
biological.
right. That's right. So take out the defense
Yeah.
drone
Take
as
care of those
well,
guys. Look at that.
yeah.
and the Steam Lord.
Yep.
We also have the Hatcher Metroid as well. That's a mini boss that recurs
Mm.
throughout the game.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well, gentlemen, seems like we're coming close to the end here. What's it gonna be?
I don't know, Doom. What do you got?
So we got Berserker Pirate, Hatcher, and Korak Beast.
All right.
I feel like it's one of those three.
You've got 3 questions left.
Oh, we only have 3 questions left.
You got 3 questions.
How can we? So we got the Hatcher, the Berserker Pirate. What was the third one you said?
And the Korak Beast.
Hmm.
It's that boss battle where the space pirate is like riding that one beast, and you have to like grapple it to expose its weak point in Brio.
Well, you know what? I'm just gonna stick with. Is it the pirate? What was it that
The Berserker Pirate.
Berserker Pirate. Is it the Berserker Pirate?
The correct name is the Berserker Lord, but yes, it is. It is the Berserker Lord.
To you, Doom. My knowledge of the names of these sometimes.
All right, so that one wasn't too bad. That was 9 questions, or a little bit close.
I always get the names confused because, like, in the beta screenshots of that game, it actually was called the Berserker Pirate, and then in the final game they renamed it to Berserker Lord. And I think Berserker Knight is like the lesser version of it too.
I struggle. That's why I'm like, maybe. Is it the guy with the antennas?
I was like, I don't think this thing is a Leviathan Seed boss, but there's also like, it's the first boss you fight, and then multiple other ones show up. So it's like, I don't know. Okay. Well, who's next?
I think it's my turn.
All right. Yeah. Well, then let's hit it. Does this character appear in a 2D Metroid game?
No.
All
right.
Does your character take place in the Prime? Oh, wait. We already established it's 3D, so that would be a wasted question, right?
We could rule out Other M though and ask if it takes place in the. Let's ask the Metroid Prime trilogy. Now, but yeah.
Does it take place in the Prime trilogy?
No.
Okay.
Oh God.
Well, that could be Federation Force Hunters or Other M, right?
Yeah. I feel like we're in big trouble either way.
Yeah. I don't know. It could be easy. It could be hard. It's whatever you make of it, really.
I feel like if you really wanted to get us, you'd probably pick a Federation or a Other M character, because I feel like there's only a handful of characters in Hunters. But is this character from
Pinball too? Oh wait, what about Pinball? I guess right.
Pinball doesn't have any. What were we asking so far? Is this character is from the trilogy, right?
Prime only right now.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. You first. Daniel asked if they only appeared in 2D.
Yeah.
Then you asked if they appeared in the Prime trilogy. Both of those were no's.
Right.
Okay, so it's not Pinball. We can rule that one out. Right. Does this character appear in Metroid Other M?
No.
Okay.
Does this character take place in Hunters?
No.
Oh God. Okay, so it's from Federation Force. Jesus.
Oh boy. How's your knowledge with Federation Force, Andy?
I will let you use the Google search bar. That's all I will say.
So last time we did this, I actually did pick a Federation Force character, and it was like the main commander guy. I don't think Doom's trying to pull that again, but I also can't really think of a whole lot of other characters. Silex is in that game, but he's also in Hunters, and we've established that
it's not Silex.
It's not Silex. Who was even in that game? I can think of I think General Miles. Is that right?
I honestly, my Federation Force knowledge here is I don't know. I might struggle on this one.
You are free to use the Google search bar for this one.
Okay.
I do not expect most people to remember any of the names in this game.
Did we establish if it's a boss or not?
No, but I don't know. Like, there are boss characters in Federation Force, but we're in big trouble if it's a boss. Do you want to just ask
Oh
it?
yeah, Doom, is your character an enemy?
Yes.
Oh boy.
It is.
What do we at?
It
6
is an enemy.
questions? But we didn't
Oh boy.
establish who was a
2D.
boss. Which
Well,
I
I figured I was just try to just in case.
right.
I can't imagine it would be an enemy. I mean, that would
We could.
like a random, like
Oh,
a
you guys are
random
at 4
enemy.
questions, not 5. So you're actually doing really good so far.
What? No way. We're at more questions than that.
Yeah,
Is
you
it-
asked 2D,
2D Prime.
you asked
His
hunters,
character from Other M, and then we asked.
and then enemies. That's 4.
We're at least 5. We asked if it was from We asked if it was from Other M and Hunters, and we asked if it was from
Okay.
2D. So we're at 5
Yeah,
questions.
okay, yeah, that's 5, yeah.
I mean, the only one I really know, honestly, is Master Brain. The other ones, I would just be throwing darts. I'm trying to think of a way to.
Oh boy, we're in big trouble. Okay, so let's. I'm gonna take him up on that and pull up my Googler because I have no
invite you.
idea.
I've got some bosses here. We could go with the mechanical again. Try to get weed out a few of those.
We could. God, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There's 9 bosses in this game. Are you kidding me? Oh my god. Okay, let's.
I'm gonna waste one of my. I tell you what.
Yeah.
Is your character a mechanical object?
No.
Okay, so
All
that eliminates the mainframe, the pirate warship, the generator. Would Master Brain? I think we better clarify. I think we should have clarified. Is this character a boss?
Define boss.
Do
Oh,
you fight
boy.
this character? Does he have a health bar that depletes and like the traditional like
Yes.
you know what I mean, right? Like not
Yes.
Metroid doesn't have a health bar, but
Yeah.
okay.
Yes, the character I'm referring to has a health bar.
Oh boy. So it could be the ice hopper nest. Could be Sawkin, whatever the hell that is. The beetle.
I told you I'd be throwing darts with Federal
There's-
Fusion here.
There's Crayon. What the hell is this thing?
All right, 7 questions.
There's something called
Four
Crayon, a
remaining.
globe-shaped floating mechanism. Okay, so that's a mechanism. So he's out, actually. So he's out.
Yeah,
Pirate
could be
warship is out.
Sawkin, the ice hopper nest. I think Master Brain would be.
I think that'd be a little obvious. And it's quasi-mechanical, because it's got some turrets, it's got some...
True. Well, tell you what. Why don't we go? How about we just get Sawkin out of the way? I think that's that snake thing, right? What do you think?
Well,
How many questions we got left?
I agree. So there's... Yeah.
You got 5.
So
only.
there's 3. So there's Ice Hopper Nest, Sawkin, and the Rocker Beetle. Is it Sawkin?
No.
No.
Okay.
Is it the Rocker Beetle?
Nope.
The Ice Hopper Nest isn't even a thing. Like... Did we ask if this character only appears in this game?
We said so it appears not in the it's a 3D non-trilogy. We weeded out Other M and we weeded out Hunters.
And was our question, does this character only appear in Federation Force? I'm trying to see if
we
he's...
have not actually asked that, but I think we've
Okay.
narrowed it to Federation Force. I mean,
I just want to make sure he's not pulling a fast
think
one.
I think you guys are on. All I will say is I think you guys are on the right track.
Okay. Well, as long as he's not going to say, like, if he as long as he's not pulling a fast one and he's picked Samus, that's my concern. I don't think it's
I see what you're
Samus,
saying.
but
Well, Samus appears in Hunters. though.
Well, I mean, they would appear in the 2D games if it was Samus.
Yeah.
So we weeded that out ways ago.
that's true. Is it the Ice Hopper Nest?
It is not.
Okay, so
Oh.
what do we have? How many questions do we have left?
You got 2 questions, 1 each.
Oh my god.
Choose wisely.
So it could be Master Brain.
Master Brain.
I don't think so.
Okay, so we've got 2 questions left. I would be willing to do a narrow if you want to use yours on something. I'm trying to think of something else. But
Well-
I'm looking at this list of bosses. There's just not much left.
There's nothing else there. So obviously it's not. So we're using. I'm assuming we're both on Metroid fandom here. So we've burned through every single boss except for Master Brain. It is a boss battle in the traditional sense of the word. So, what are we missing? Who is a boss that we have not thought of? Let's see. I don't know. Is there something that we're missing from Federation Force? He picked this because nobody's played Federation Force.
I know, right?
Damn it.
Yeah.
Oh man. Should we just see if it's Master Brain? I mean, I got nothing here. I got nothing. Is this character Master Brain?
Andy, sometimes the answer is the one that's staring you right in the face. It is Master Brain.
Oh
yes.
my god.
Oh my god.
Oh boy. I thought that was too obvious, and like there's some mechanical bits and parts and whatever. So you know what, those deep cuts would have been just downright ruthless though, to be fair. Like that would have been horrible. Okay. Well, Daniel, I think it's your turn, so bust out your hard one and then I'll do another hard one. And then I think we're ready to rock after that. Okay.
I am there.
We haven't failed one yet, so
I've picked it. You might fail this one. We'll see how this goes.
Kick us off, Doom.
Okay. Does this character appear before Metroid Other M? And I don't mean that in timeline order. I mean in game release order. So do they appear in a game before Metroid Other M?
It's an interesting way to go at it. Yes, it does.
Okay.
Well, we still got like 80% of the Metroid games left. Is this character?
Put it down there.
Is this character from a Metroid Prime title?
Yes.
Okay. So Metroid Prime. Should we deduce trilogy or not? One. I bet you if sorry, go ahead.
Do they only appear in the Metroid Prime series?
What? No, like the trilogy, you mean?
No, in the series. I'm including the spin-offs too.
Yes.
So they only appear in the Metroid Prime series. So
I feel like that doesn't narrow it down. Does this character appear in the Metroid Prime trilogy?
Yes.
Okay. Okay, so which game are we at? We've burned 4 questions.
Do they appear in Metroid Prime 2?
No.
Okay, off the table.
Okay. And Hunters is off the table. Federation Force is off the table. Pinball's off the table. Echo's off the table. Does this character appear in Corruption?
No.
Okay.
So Metroid
Prime 1. So, I have a feeling if he's saying that it's tough, it's not going to be a boss. But maybe we should just deduce that. Anyways. How many questions are we at?
6. You're currently at 6.
Okay. Is this character a boss that you fight with like a health bar?
So, are you going to clarify in that sense? It has a health bar?
Is this character a boss that has a health bar that you must deplete?
No, it does not have a health bar.
I think, you know what? I'm going to throw a Hail Mary. Is it the Caretaker class drone?
No.
Oh!
Damn it.
Dang.
I think he has a health bar anyways, actually. I'm pretty sure
No, not the Caretaker class drone, because it's invisible.
No? Okay.
Dang, I was trying to go for the 360 no scope there.
So
there's a little bit of a. I'm not trying to pull a fast one here. I'm really not. It's
So I'm sorry. Did you say this character does have a health bar or does not?
It does not.
Does not. Okay. 'Cause, so I'm sorry. Do you say this character does have a health bar or does not? It does not. Okay. It does not. Okay. So I'm sorry. Do you say this character does have a health bar or does not? It does not. Okay.
It does not.
It does not. Okay. but so it's not. It's sort of kind of a boss, but doesn't have a health bar in the sense that we know. So we can rule out like
It could be
Thardus
so. It could be the plated beetle.
right. We can rule out the big boys like Parasite Queen, Thardus, Flagra. Yeah.
It could be, or it could be the adult Sheegoth too.
Could be, yeah.
Trying to think because I'm definitely feeling like
oh man, you have 7 questions already. You've got 3 left, right? Are we doing fusion difficulty still?
No. Did we ever go down to 10?
So
I don't think so.
You got 5.
I think we've been doing 12 so far.
We were doing 12 the whole time, yeah.
All right.
The 10 is more so a personal challenge for me, you know.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm feeling it's a mini boss though because
let's clarify. We should ask that. Well, is this character what you would consider a mini boss? There's room for personal interpretation there, but you know what I mean. Like
yes, I guess yes, yes. It is considered a boss in many sources.
Okay. So.
But it does not have a health bar.
Okay. So then it could be the plated beetle. Could be Sheegoth. Could be. I wonder if some places would consider the Chozo ghosts a.
I wouldn't consider those mini bosses. No.
No. Okay.
No.
I feel like it's probably one of those too, right? Like.
Funny, I know this one just because we did the boss ranking, so it's fresh. This is fresh in my mind, at least.
Okay, so it's definitely not Chozo Ghosts because we didn't include those in our ranking.
But it can be. I'm not trying to mislead you. Sorry, I'm just keep going. I'm not trying to mislead you.
But again, we did include the plated beetle and the Sheegoth in this. I feel like it's got to be one of those two.
I think so too.
I feel like it's got to be one of those two.
Yeah.
I'll just go right with it. Is it the plated beetle?
It is not.
How many questions do we have?
All you.
That was 8.
Is it Sheegoth?
It is not. That is 9.
Okay.
What don't have?
Incinerator Drone has one. Parasite Queen has one. Thardus has one.
What about the What about Hive Mecha? I don't think that has a health bar.
I'm pretty sure Hive Mecha has one.
It does have a health bar. Okay.
You've got 3 questions left. Think about the episode we did where we ranked the bosses, and maybe try to leverage that. That's the only hint I'm going to give you.
Sounds like as good a time as any to check out OmegaMetroid.com.
It's not okay. So let's say for sure who we know it's not. So we know that it's not Parasite Queen. We know that it's not Flagra. We know that it's not Thardus. We know that it's not the Omega Pirate. We know that it's not Metroid Prime, Meta Ridley. We know it's not the Plated Beetle. We know it's not the Incinerator Drone. And we know it's not Sheegoth. Now, we have...
I'm currently looking at the ranking of the Metroid Prime 1 bosses by our very own Daniel Hoctor right now. So, I have a live view of everything in this list.
So there is the Elite Pirate, which could be considered a mini-boss. Could be. And there is... I'm looking now. I would not consider this, but this just popped up. The Cloaked Drone is a potential
Well, that's what
mini-boss.
I said that earlier. I said the Caretaker class drone earlier.
Is that the one that cloaks you and like it makes it everything all weird or whatever?
It's
or actually,
yeah, I don't know.
Or sorry, go on. What were you saying, Daniel?
No. Go ahead.
He doesn't want to give us a hint. I think we're at the point like it could very well be Elite Pirate. Could very well because I think after that like it's really stretching what a mini boss would be.
Well, I was gonna say. Because I might have accidentally... Because remember the last time we played the game, and I kept saying Madeline Bergman, but the real answer was MB, and I had the right answer, but I didn't... I think I might have done the same thing with the drone, because I believe I believe the Caretaker class drone is actually the name of a mini boss from Prime 2, and the Cloaked drone doesn't actually have an official name.
Yeah, I think you're right. Have we got 3 questions left? Is that right?
Do you want another hint? I can kind of.
No.
This. Okay.
No.
All right.
We got this.
All right.
Is it the Elite Pirate?
It is not.
Oh boy. Okay. Oh boy. Okay, how many questions do we got left?
That's 10. You got 2 left.
2 questions. Okay. This is fine. We were in the same position with Federation Force, so we pulled that out. The Hive Mecha does have, well, yeah, the Hive Mecha does have a health bar. And I think that it's very clearly like a regular, like that's a boss. It's not a mini boss. Let's see. I don't think Cloak Drone is a mini boss. There's some room for interpretation, but like, I wouldn't say so.
I can't remember. Does Flagra have a health bar?
Yes.
Okay.
Plus, that's also like very clearly like a boss. Like, there's no mistaking that that's like a boss. It's, you know what I mean? Like we deduced that it's a mini boss, and there's some that are kind of on the line there.
You know, we talked about the Elite Pirate. We didn't mention the Phazon Elite Pirate, though. That's the one, though, the one that gives you the artifact. That is technically... I'll ask it right now. Is it the Phazon Elite Pirate?
Oh, no, don't burn a question. I would have considered that one the same. You're good. You got
okay.
I wouldn't try to do that on to you.
Okay. That's a solid... I would have done that.
That's something that I would absolutely
I would have done that.
Wow. See how it is here.
Oh boy. Okay. Mini bosses in Metroid Prime with no health bar.
Right now, people are listening to this episode. They're shouting the answer.
Oh my god. The pressure is on. If that's true, then the pressure is on big time. Do you got anything, Doom?
I'm looking at our boss ranking right now. We've said everything that doesn't have
we've got every single boss.
Yeah.
Actually, I just want to respond to that. No, you have not said everything that does not have a health bar.
Clearly. Well, clearly we haven't.
So we've deduced Hive Mecha has a health bar.
Am I wrong? Does the incinerator drone have?
I'm going down. You know, I'm gonna look up some gameplay right now. I'm gonna look up some gameplay of the incinerator drone just to double check.
That's cheap. That's cheap, but I mean, you know,
Metroid Prime.
I don't think like who else could it be? I must be wrong, right? Like I is it the incinerator drone?
No, hold on, don't.
Oh, no, that's it. You got one more left.
Okay, sorry.
One more question.
I'm gonna let you ask the last one because I've mucked it up here.
Screw it, Hive Mecha.
Hive Mecha? That's your final answer?
No, the Hive Mecha definitely has a health bar. I'm like 90% sure. I think.
I'm gonna verify it.
So just to confirm, I did
it does
say
not have
it
does not have a
hold on.
health bar. I'm looking at gameplay right now. There's no health bar.
What were you saying, Daniel?
Hive Mecha. That's my final answer.
All right. It is not Hive Mecha.
No.
So before I give you this answer, I said that it was considered by many sources to be a boss. And when I said leverage, your review episode, I was hopefully you guys were gonna say, is it a boss that you actually reviewed? Because I myself almost included it on my list. It did not, and neither did you guys. It is the Cloaked Drone.
Fuck.
Well, hold on. Well, we asked to clarify that though. We
didn't. We did not.
No,
you just
Andy
said
was so sure that it wasn't. And I have to say, when you brought the name, I went like this. I don't have a poker face. I cannot play poker because I was like, oh my god, trying to hide my face. Like, please don't look at me.
That's a bogus mini boss. I don't think anybody considers that a mini boss.
You get the power bomb right after it.
Really? I guess
the power
you know
bomb
what?
killing it.
That is true. You do fight it in the phase on mines.
It's NB all over again, Andy,
Yeah.
and I called it out this time, and it still didn't work.
We should have specified
said-
before you threw that name out, because then we could have got it.
Honestly, it was the thing that really threw me off. Probably was more so when you said leverage it with our own rankings, because that's when I started like, okay, then it's
you know
on
what
our list then.
that's
what my thought was. You would ask in the sense that it would, because it wasn't on your list. And it wasn't on my list either.
You fight that boss in phase on mines right before you get to power bomb, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
I was thinking that was in Metroid Prime 2. And I don't know why, but I was like that boss is in Metroid Prime 2. And I was thinking of those stupid little those little robots that are cloaked and you can't see them, but they mess up your visor. You know what I mean? Like,
oh yeah, the res bits. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking of. I was like, these guys aren't a mini boss. Are you kidding me? Nobody considers that. But now that
I felt bad once you started. You were so sure it wasn't Cloak Drone, wasn't a mini boss. I started to feel bad. I'm like, oh no.
Ay. Well, Doom, we broke the streak. Okay, I've got one more for you, and we're gonna activate fusion difficulty. You've got 10 questions. 10 questions. Are you ready? I think I'm gonna get you with this. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Let's go.
Doom, what do you think?
10 questions. Fusion dread mode difficulty activated.
Dread mode difficulty?
I think. Well, okay, fusion difficulty. I think it's pretty hard, but
question ever.
I think it's hard, but you guys might not think it's hard. I don't know. Let's ask the questions here. What do we got?
Hey, what? How about let's do fusion. If we get it under 5, we get like the bonus ending, right?
Yeah, sure. I don't know. What do you guys want if you do that? You won't get it under 5 though, so it doesn't even matter. Okay, let's go. Questions.
All right.
Hail Mary, is it Samus?
Are you serious?
You just wasted a question on that?
Yeah, no, it's not Samus. You have 9 questions
Dang,
left.
Noob. Oh, all right. I'm gonna go back to the tried and true. Is your character in a 2D Metroid game?
No.
It is not.
All right, let's do this rapid fire, gentlemen. Come on.
Yeah. Let's go through this. Let's do this. So we're not 2D.
I really wanted the across the map knife kill there, but we didn't get it.
Those never work.
Your Hail
They
Mary.
never work.
I will allow you to ask more questions, Doom. Go for it. What you got?
Does this character appear in a Metroid spin-off title?
No. I would also.
What a way to do that.
I personally, the only Metroid spin-off title I would consider a spin-off title is Pinball. Let's take that for what you will.
Ooh.
Okay, I was including Federation Force and Hunters in
Yeah, I would have included those as spin-offs as well, but maybe not. Maybe not Federation Force actually. Realistically, yeah, maybe that's kind of a all right.
Because both of them are in terms of gameplay. Yes, those are spin-offs, but like in terms of like canonicity.
Is your character in the Metroid Prime trilogy?
Yes.
All right, there we go.
Okay. Do they appear in the first Metroid Prime?
Yes.
Okay.
Wow.
6 questions left.
Huh. Interesting. So this is, I'm trying to think, because he thinks it's gonna be a hard one. What else?
I thought it might be. I could be. I thought Edacoons would be tough.
Prime.
Yeah.
Did we clarify if it was a boss yet?
No, we haven't.
Is your character a boss?
No.
Ah.
5 questions left, gentlemen.
So a unique non-boss enemy that's in Prime 1.
This probably isn't as hard as I thought, but
I have my next question, but go ahead, Doom. It's your turn. I'd say.
I don't know. I have to think about this one a bit because I'm trying to think about like what are things you don't like. What are things?
Yeah, I was thinking of narrowing the area down. I was thinking of narrowing down the area.
What do you think? Okay, we need something.
I can go. I can go with mine. Do you want?
Yeah, sure. You go first. I'm still
Is your
thinking.
character is your enemy your choice in the Magmore Caverns?
No.
Okay. So we've got Talon
No, it is
Overworld.
not.
We've got the Sunken Ship. We've got
No,
Fendrana Drifts.
the frigate is part of the Talon. I won't do that to you
Oh
guys.
yeah, that's true. Oh,
Yeah.
that's true. That's true. We got Fendrana, the Ruins.
All right. Let's keep it going here. What do we got?
How many questions we got?
You've got 4 questions left.
So we know it's not. We know it's not a boss. We asked if it was a boss fight, right?
Right, it's not a
Not a
boss.
boss.
It's not a boss.
It's not Samus. It's not.
For what it's
It's
worth,
not a
Doom, if we come
Magmar.
down to it, I have a Hail Mary in my mind, but I feel like we should try to get there though with our questions. We got 4 questions left.
That's right.
Not in Magmore.
Is this a general enemy? Or maybe not necessarily a general enemy, but a general creature you encounter in the game.
You have to rephrase your question. That's
Like a generic creature that you'll encounter on your adventure. Like not like a mini boss, not like a regular boss battle, but it's like a creature that you interact with, that you can interact with in some way. That has a name that you can scan, you know?
well, yeah. You can scan it. How do I answer this? It is not a mini boss, and it's not a. I guess to answer your question in the way that you asked, yes, it's a character or creature that you interact with.
Okay.
Like you.
What it's
you
worth,
can
so
scan
Doom, is your character in Fendrana Drifts?
it. No.
Oh,
2
it's not-
questions
I was
left.
thinking that rare shriek bat, like if you miss it when you're trying to get your 100% scan, you know.
It's not that brutal. I don't think.
Oh,
Like,
okay, all right.
Yeah,
That's what I was thinking.
I would
though.
think if you were to say this creature to a Metroid fan, they would recognize it. They would,
We've got
like if you
Chozo
said
Ghost.
that, if you said like Shriek Bat to me, I'd just be like, huh?
Doom, we've got Chozo Ghost, we've got Phazon Metroids, we've got what else here? That's more like a unique type thing, but still a regular
leaning
creature.
towards Chozo Ghost. I don't know if I want to. I don't know
You've
if I want
got
to go for it.
2 questions left here, gents.
Yeah. I feel like I've burnt a lot of these too, Doom. If you want to use them up, I can just be here.
Well, nobody burnt a question as hard as is this Samus.
Is it
you know what?
Samus?
I love you.
You know what? Well, let's just try to narrow this down. Do they appear in the Chozo ruins?
No.
Okay, so it's not the Chozo Ghosts.
Dread mode
Phazon
difficulty
Mines.
activated. Dread mode. The next hit, you're killed.
Phazon Mines.
Well, no,
So
we
we're in
only
the
have one
mine?
question. We only have one question left. So
Yeah,
we
no,
just-
this is
That's
it. So we're in the Phazon Mines, right? We got the Phazon Metroid. Wait, no, that appears in Metroid 2, though, right? That appears in other Metroid games, so it's not the Phazon Metroid.
Yeah, you're
The
right.
Elite Pirates are elsewhere.
There's the Hunter and the Fission Metroids.
Oh yeah, the Hunter one.
What's it gonna
what
be,
else?
fellas?
What about the tricolored Zabesian? I know, are they Zabesian? No, they're space pirates. They're not Zabesians. They're the space pirates. No. Boy.
And I feel like there's like too many. I don't know, too many generic enemies to really narrow down.
Yeah, we should have. If there was something. I'm trying to what, but people. Andy said that if you were to ask a Metroid fan, they would be like, "Oh yeah, I know what that is." So
I think so.
right, so that would lean. It's got to be something a bit more easier. I don't know, Doom. What are you thinking?
I don't know. The possibilities are endless.
Gotta guess.
I don't
Gotta guess.
I don't know.
What's it gonna be?
You take it, man. I've used up a lot of our questions. Take it.
I don't know. Is it a fission Metroid? I guess I don't know.
Yes, yes, it is.
Really?
He redeems himself.
Heck yeah! Hell yeah, Doom. Nice job, man. Well done.
Oh, I
Nicely
thought you were finished. I thought you were finished.
Ooh, you saved it because I thought they were called something else, man. You saved that. Nice job.
No, I was gonna be picky about the name too. It had to be Fission Metroids. Couldn't have been Phazon. Couldn't have been Hunter. Could have been nothing. So actually, I just learned something. So I thought that these only appeared in the Impact Crater, but I guess that they actually appear in the Phazon Mines after you beat the Omega Pirate in subsequent re-releases. Is that right?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. So I might have led you astray.
Release.
Because if you would have asked me if they appeared in Phazon Mines, I would have said no. Which I think most people would have got that, right? Like, I think if you were to ask people, like 99% of Metroid fans, like where the Fission Metroids were, they'd say Impact Crater. I thought you were going to forget that area, but no, you good job, Doom. Good recovery. We were teasing you about Samus, but this guy just pulled it out. Yeah. His Hail Mary finally landed at the end, and I can think of no better way to end the show than that. This is a lot of fun. We should do this again.
Yeah, it's been too long.
I love this. This is a blast.
Yeah.
Goes to show, I need to learn more about the names of things. I'm so bad with the names of things. I really got to work on that.
Maybe one day we can just do like a general guess that like Nintendo character or something. Just to have a little bit more of a wider scope. I think that could be pretty fun. But yeah, okay, gentlemen, we're running long, so let's get the heck out of here. Thank you for coming on with us today, Daniel. This is a lot of fun. This guy's all over OmegaMetroid.com. Great article, so go and check him out. Give him a follow over on Twitter at AFallenApple. And, of course, check us out on Twitter as well. I'm at Spiteri316. Doom is at DoomLacrosse. And we are at Omega Metroid Pod. Check us out wherever you get your podcasts. Like, subscribe, recommend, 5-star review, all that good stuff. You know the drill. And check out OmegaMetroid.com for all your Metroid needs. And with that, we are going to get out of here, my friends. But we will see you next week. As a reminder, Super Metroid Q&A is going on. So if you have a question about Super Metroid that you would like us to answer, fire it off either on Discord or Twitter, and we will get to it next week on the show. Until then, take care, everybody.